Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we have a lot of news to go over in today's update. First of all, I need you to know this. Nancy Pelosi says that the House of Representatives is working hard to pass the infrastructure bills before October 1st. And remember folks, President Biden wants to do several things on infrastructure. He wants to do something called social infrastructure, which might include the expansion of the child tax credit payments, as well as an increase to the Social Security benefits. So you guys have to stay until the end of this video to see what President Biden is saying surrounding the fourth stimulus check. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
We have more bills to come. At the start of all this, we had two bills which were about emergencies, the first two bills. And the emergency isn't over, but the focus was on those two bills. Now we're mitigating for the damage of it all to the health and to the livelihood of the American people.
And share this video with your friends and family. So as I said folks, Nancy Pelosi said on Saturday that the lower chamber is hard at work to pass both a bipartisan infrastructure bill and a larger Democratic-backed spending package by October 1st. Pelosi said that the Build Back Better plan laid out by President Biden has a broad and bipartisan level of public support. She also stated that the $3.5 trillion price tag for the bigger infrastructure package will remain a top-line number for the bill. Let's not forget folks, this infrastructure bill might include child care, home health care, and paid family leave, as well as medical leave. So President Biden could send out the fourth stimulus check inside of this infrastructure bill. And according to Pelosi, she told reporters that the president has been clear. This is the number that will honor his vision to build back better.
For millions of Americans, Social Security is a lifeline. Nearly 2/3 of all seniors depend on it for most of their income. It keeps 15 million people out of poverty. And for millions of people who suffer accidents, who get sick, Social Security disability insurance.
And the $3.5 trillion is a number that has been agreed to in the Senate and is now before us in the House. Early this month, the Senate did pass a $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure measure with support from both sides of the aisle. This piece of legislation allocated money for more traditional infrastructure like updates to electrical grids, water systems, and air, as well as public transit. Following the bill's passage in the upper chamber, the Senate also passed a $3.5 trillion budget resolution. And that's a move that paves the way for Democrats to pass their larger spending package without GOP support, bypassing a legislative filibuster. Now the resolution awaits a decision in the House of Representatives. So folks, once the House of Representatives votes on this infrastructure bill, they then can start working on more stimulus payments and helping out the American people with federal stimulus relief money. So folks, why do you think Congress is taking so long to send out the payments? The stimulus payments, that is. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Any delay to passing the budget resolution threatens a timetable for delivering historic progress.
Important things. Over a year ago, no one could have imagined what we were about to go through. But now, we're coming through it. And it's a shared experience that binds us together as a nation. We are bound together by the loss and the pain of the days that have gone by.
In the transformative vision that Democrats share, the House of Representatives is hard at work to enact both the Build Back Better plan and the bipartisan infrastructure bill before October 1st, when the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act would go into effect. Pelosi had a call with Joe Biden on Saturday afternoon, and they both spoke about support for Pelosi's work to advance the role that will provide for the House consideration of the bipartisan infrastructure bill. So far, this is what President Biden is saying about this. He said that he has defended the Build Back Better plan as a way to lower prescription drug costs, reduce the price of housing and education, boost care for veterans, and combat climate change. He also wants to help out our seniors and cover the cost of childcare. The White House then said on Saturday that President Biden and Pelosi.
Sometimes the divisions in this country get a little bit too hot. Okay, at the end of the day, we are all Americans who love this country. And I also think, and the media plays not a good role in this, and again, not just Fox, is we have a lot more in common than most people think we do. All right, poll after poll. Should we raise the minimum wage to a living wage? Yes. Should we rebuild our crumbling infrastructure? Yes. Should we make sure that our veterans get the health care that they have earned? All right. Should we make sure that we do not cut Social Security or Medicare or Medicaid? Should we give huge tax breaks to billionaires?
Reaffirmed the desire for a $3.5 trillion proposal through a tax increase on corporations and wealthy individuals. And this is a move that has united the GOP in opposition to the spending plan. Pelosi, in her letter released Saturday night, said that the House will write a bill that is paid for, including by increasing taxes on the wealthiest Americans and largest corporations. Now, Josh Gottheimer, a moderate House Democrat, has threatened to block the $3.5 trillion budget resolution. And the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and other prominent businesses are rallying behind these lawmakers, who have called on Pelosi to immediately convene a vote on a Senate-passed bipartisan infrastructure bill, without the larger reconciliation package. I know that a lot of you guys have not received any child tax credit payments, so here's what I want you to know. And if you guys are not receiving child tax credit payments because you don't qualify for it, then be sure to stay to the end of this video, because I'm going over how you can receive more stimulus relief later on in this video. Now, the enhanced child tax credit captured America's attention this summer, as millions of families began receiving payments. But Congress also boosted a lesser-known write-off this year for working families, the Child Independent Care Tax Credit. Often conflated with the Child Tax Credit, the Child Independent Care Tax Credits offer working parents a boost at tax time to help cover the costs for children under the age of 13. Now, previously, families could claim up to $3,000 in expenses per dependent for a maximum of $6,000. But the American Rescue Plan raised the eligible cost for 2021 to $8,000 per dependent. That's capped at $16,000. And this year, families may receive up to 50% of those expenses as a refundable credit depending on income. And while many families have received payments for the child tax credit, nearly 50% are not aware that they can claim another tax break for child independent care expenses.
We're also bound together by the hope and the possibilities of the days in front of us. My fervent prayer for our country is that after all we've been through, we'll come together as one people, one nation, one America. I believe we can and we will. We're seizing this moment, and history, I believe, will record. We faced and overcame one of the toughest and darkest periods in this nation's history, darkest we've ever known. I promise you, we'll come out stronger with a renewed faith in ourselves.
So that's all the news in this video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I truly appreciate everyone's support. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
We have moved thousands of people each day via U.S. military aircraft and civilian charter flights.